In the remote village of Varlin, nestled deep within a shadowy valley, there was a legend whispered among the elders, a legend no one dared to speak too loudly for fear of drawing its attention. The villagers called it the Midnight Devourer, a demon that emerged from the ruins of an ancient temple under the cover of darkness to feast upon human flesh. This demon was none other than Tommy, a fearsome figure with sharp, gleaming teeth and claws that could slice through steel. Adorned in its enormous headdress of gold and blue, with a crown perched atop and two menacing horns jutting toward the sky, it looked both regal and terrifying. Its body was encased in blue and gold-patterned armor, but no warrior in the village dared face it. Every night, the sound of its armor clinking echoed through the empty streets, a grim reminder of the doom that awaited them. The curse of Tommy had begun long ago, when the temple it once guarded was desecrated by greedy kings seeking to steal its ancient relics. Enraged by the betrayal, the demon had been unleashed upon the world, and ever since, it roamed the night, feeding on the souls of those who lived closest to its ruined sanctuary. By day, the creature lay dormant, bound by ancient magic to its temple. But as soon as the sun dipped below the horizon, it awoke, hungry and relentless. Each night, the villagers huddled in their homes, locking their doors and windows, praying that they would not be the next victim. The creature's footsteps were unmistakable, a slow, deliberate clank of armor that grew louder and louder as it drew near. It did not discriminate. It took men, women, and children alike. Some it snatched from their beds, others from the streets if they dared venture out after dark. One fateful evening, a young blacksmith named Idris made a desperate decision. He could no longer stand by and watch his people suffer. Armed with nothing but his hammer and a heart full of fear, he ventured into the night, determined to confront the beast that had terrorized his village for decades. As he approached the ruins of the ancient temple, the air grew cold, and the faint sound of clinking metal reached his ears. From the shadows, Tommy emerged, towering over Idris, its glowing eyes fixated on him. The demon's sharp teeth flashed in the moonlight as it let out a low growl, hungry for its next meal. "Why do you come to me, mortal?" the creature hissed. "Do you wish to die sooner?" Idris's voice trembled, but he stood his ground. "I've come to end your curse, or die trying. Too many have perished because of you." The creature laughed, a chilling sound that echoed through the valley. "You cannot stop me, human. I am bound to this land by forces far older than you. I will feast upon your flesh, as I have done to countless others." But Idris, though terrified, remembered the stories the elders told him. In the heart of the temple there was said to be an ancient relic, one that could either imprison or release the demon. With the creature distracted, Idris made a dash for the temple, Inathat, his heart pounding in his chest. He reached the relic, a small, intricately carved stone glowing faintly with magical energy. Just as Tommy lunged toward him, Idris smashed the stone with his hammer, sending a blinding light throughout the temple. The demon screeched in agony as the ancient magic took hold, pulling it back into the ruins it had once guarded. For the first time in centuries, the village of Varlin was free, but the curse was not truly broken. The demon was bound to the temple once more, sleeping during the day, only to awaken when the stone's magic faded. As the villagers celebrated their temporary reprieve, Idris knew the truth. The Midnight Devourer would rise again, hungry as ever, waiting for the night when its curse would be unleashed upon the world once more.